What is up, loves? I am back and alive. You may be wondering why I was gone for a bit. Well, the answer is quite simple. My body attempted to murder me like a little Anyways, today I will be telling you guys what happened to me while playing TNT Tag. Just take this as a free biology lesson and a valid reason to be on YouTube instead of studying. Pause. I will not cover the damage regarding your grades after viewing this video, so please do not come crying to me that you have failed. All you had to do was to remember that the mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell. Anyways, with that being said, let's get started on this shit. Don't forget to enjoy the video. Okay guys, I just want to say before I start that this is my first game. I have not warmed up. I woke up like 2 hours ago. Please don't judge me. So, basically what happened to me 2 weeks ago is that I got an appendicitis. That's how you say it, right? Google?
Appendicitis.
Why'd you say it so slow?
Appendicitis.
Okay, yeah. Appendicitis. We got it right, guys. I can speak English now. Let me tell you what an appendicitis is. Okay, let me just talk a little bit about the appendix. At the end of your intestines, I'm pretty sure it's the colon, you have a little sac of skin that's completely useless, and it is called the appendix. And what I mean by useless is that we don't really know what good it is for. A lot of scientists actually think that it's helping with the immune system, with like storing the good bacteria. I think it's called the gut flora or something. But a bunch of them also thinks that it's completely useless, except for causing a lot of pains to like 10% of the population, if I'm correct. How do you get an appendix, you may ask? Basically, sir, please, I'm giving a lesson. Get away from me. While there is a poop that is forming itself inside your intestines, there's a little ball, I think it's called a feculate. It's basically gonna detach itself from the main poop, and it's gonna fall all the way down just to obstruct the little entrance of the appendix. The bacteria start growing and multiplying themselves. They basically start an infection that the body has to counter. And the best way to counter it is to secrete white blood cells. And please don't go for me. Don't go for me. Please. Okay. I'm giving a lesson, bro. What is wrong with you? It's not my fault that you're not listening in class and you're gonna fail, okay? Bro. Can you not? What? How did I touch him? Oh my god. It's literally my first game, please. Oh. Anyways, he's failing my class. I don't like him. Once all the white blood cells are starting to be secreted and the bacteria is all multiplying themselves, that little sac, the appendix, is gonna start growing like a balloon that you're filling with air or water. And at one point, it's gonna grow so big that it's gonna start putting a lot of pressures on the nerves that are around it, which is what is causing the pain, the abdominal pain. And that hurts like a bitch, let me tell you. If it's not treated, at some point, the little sac, the appendix, can just ruptures, and all that bad bacteria, because it's now contaminated, is gonna go all in your body. So in other words, you are gonna start to have poop and like a lot of bad shit inside your body. And once again, if that's not treated, you can nearly die from it. So that is basically what an appendicitis is. There are actually a lot of symptoms that can help you identify an appendicitis, because it's actually frequent from the people that are aged from 10 to 30, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, it is important that you guys realize what it is. Some of the symptoms are obviously abdominal pain, especially to the lower right side. There's also fever that can happen, because fever is basically your immune system reacting to the infection, because sometimes, well, basically, when it gets really hot, some of the bacteria are less likely to multiply, so your body is going to make you have a fever to slow down the reproduction and the multiplication of bacteria. You will be nauseous, and you might even throw up. and that is completely normal. Well, it's not. I'm not saying that throwing up is normal, but it is a sign. It is a couple of signs that you may be doing an appendicitis. And also, since the entrance is... Whoa! I'm actually an idiot. So, back with my symptoms. And no, okay? Having an appendicitis does not include the symptoms of being dumb when it comes to playing TNT Tag. That is just me. That's just being Audful. That's just pulling an Audful, okay? So other symptoms that you can have is either being constipated or having diarrhea. It really depends on you. I don't know why Santa Claus just attacked me. Bitch, I've been a good kid. Leave me alone. So yeah, that pretty much covers it for an appendicitis. Obviously, it can be treated. Don't worry. Most of the time, you're gonna have what's called an appendectomy, I think. Yeah. So basically, that is gonna be the surgery in which your appendix will simply just be removed so that it's not a bitch to you anymore. That pretty much covers the subject of an appendicitis, and that is pretty much the end of my biology class. But if you guys ever have a question on your exam about an appendicitis, you can now thank me, and you owe me $5, okay? Anyways, on to my story. 2 weeks ago, around Friday, December 3rd, I started having cramps. But they were not like intense. So I didn't make a big deal out of it. I was like, oh, I'm just having cramps. You know, it happens every once in a while. The next day, on Saturday, they started hurting like a bitch. Like, they were getting so intense. I was folded like origami. It was hurting so bad. So I look on my app because, trust me, every lady has an app to check her periods, like when it's gonna be and everything, and you can just like, it's really cool. Okay, mine is called Clue. So if any young ladies is considering getting an app, you should get Clue. And Clue is not sponsoring this video, okay? So basically, I opened the app. It basically says I'm gonna be it in 12 days. So that's when I started hesitating a little bit, and they were getting more and more and more intense. Like, it was actually starting to hurt real bad. So I opened my laptop and I started doing some research about abdominal pain, especially on the lower right. And literally the first thing that pops up is an appendicitis. So I'm like, oh shit. I show it to my mom and she's like, yeah, I think we're gonna take you to the hospital. So we go to the hospital on Saturday at like 3:30 p.m. and I waited until 8:30 p.m. in pain in a wheelchair because I couldn't walk anymore because of the pain. And I saw the first med at 8:30 p.m. Who does that? Okay, I can't aim. Hang on. Sir, you are interrupting my story, please. I lost him, I'm scared. No, 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 no. Keep jumping. Okay. Oh, he said good luck. I'm dead. That's it. I'm dead. Good luck brings bad luck. Sir, it's not Halloween anymore. Why are you wearing that skin? Why? Explain. Okay, bye. Eee! Okay. One dub. Let's go. No, please. Please, I'm a veteran. I survived a big disease. I need to tell my story. Anyways. No, sir. What? Did anyone see that? Did anyone just see that? This game is laggy as hell. No. Please, let me tell my story. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep on talking while fighting this man because this man is not leaving me alone. So basically, wait, maybe I can run. Get him. Yes! I transferred my, no. Okay, thank God. Okay, So basically, at 8:30 p.m., I see my first doc, finally, and she starts pressing on my abdomen and like pressing on every single part of my body. Well, belly. Well, especially the lower right part. And basically what they do is that they're gonna put a lot of pressure, like slowly, and then they're gonna release really fast. And that's when the pain is gonna increase so bad, like you're actually gonna say ouch. Okay, I'm not even kidding. So she does that a couple of times and she's like, I think you have an appendicitis, but I'm not sure. So I'm like, okay. So she's like, I'm gonna go get my supervisor. I'm like, all right. So her supervisor comes in, does the same thing. So she's like, I'm not sure. So you're gonna have an ultrasound. I'm like, all right. And an ultrasound is like that little thingy that, well, for example, that pregnant women do to see their babies. Cause that's usually what they, like, an ultrasound is basically gonna be the answer to everything. What does MD have? A B? And at the end of the ultrasound, he's like, yep, you have a pretty solid appendicitis, girl. I'm like, oh no. And what he says is, you're either gonna get surgery tonight or tomorrow. I'm like, wait, what? I don't know if you guys know, but recovering from that surgery takes up to 2 weeks to a month. I do not have that time. I need to study. I have exams. I have my finals. The night before the surgery, I'm still talking on Saturday night. They're like, okay, we have to give you some antibiotics so that we can prepare you for the surgery. So I'm like, okay, cool. So they start with the first one, and it's basically through your veins. And not even 10 minutes later, I start doing an allergic reaction to it, but like a big ass one. Like, I've got some red spots everywhere on my body, and I'm starting to struggle to breathe. So the ladies that are like taking care of me, they start panicking. So they literally started monitoring me. Like, they put all kinds of shit on me just to like have my pressure, have my heart rate and everything. And at this point, I'm starting to struggle to breathe. Like, I'm still here, I'm still calm, but I'm just like and usually when you have an allergic reaction, they're gonna give you this thing called Benadryl, I think. At least over here, that's what they give you, and it's still through the veins, and that is supposed to stop your allergic reaction. So they gave me it, and they're all confident, the ladies, while they give it to me. But it turns out I'm allergic to Benadryl as well, and I do an allergic reaction to that. At this point, I'm starting even more to struggle to breathe. So the ladies start to panic, and they're like, oh my god. Bye, MD. Ugly bald men. And then they had to give me another antibiotic, and that one didn't kill me, at least. I then get placed next to a lady. Well, a lady. She's a young girl, probably younger than me. My girl did the party the night before, or like, I don't know. But she had drugs and she had alcohol, and my girl was hallucinating people. And she was placed next to me at 3 a.m. hallucinating, screaming, telling people, come back, but there's nobody. Eventually, they found a room for me as well, which was kind of cool. Excuse me. Do I know you? Do I know you, sir? Can we please not have this? Please. I'm trying to vibe, telling my story, and you're trying to murder me. Which is something I do not appreciate. Wee woo wee woo. Wow. Attempted murder again. Of course MD's friends with all these people. What is this? What is this? Lady. Oh my god, where's my sprint? Lady, here's the thing. I do not want to fight. Like, I literally do not want. Okay. So, moving on from whatever just happened. they put me in the room, and I asked if I can go to the bathroom, and they're like, yeah, sure. So I stand up, and I have to wait because there's already a man in the bathroom, so I'm waiting for like 5 minutes. And I start getting dizzy as fuck, and like, I'm sweating at this point. I'm like, what is happening? It's as if I had like winter clothes in the middle of a sauna, and I fall on the toilet. So the lady comes in, and she's like, oh my god, are you okay? I'm like, not really. And like, I'm hyperventilating at this point. I'm like, like something's wrong. And basically what it is called, let me see, a fainting spell, or a vasovagal syncope. As I start cooling down after a bit, I throw up. And that's because I haven't had surgery yet, so I'm starting to get like a lot of the symptoms related to the appendicitis. Sunday, basically the following day, they wake me up. They're like, good morning, it's time for your surgery. I'm like, oh, I thought it was a nightmare. I thought that wasn't real, bro. I didn't think I was actually dying. Can we schedule some other time, please? I don't have time to have that. I beg you. Oh, I messed up. No, this guy touched me without my consent, bro. Wee. What am I doing? I don't know, but it's working. Okay. And now everyone's talking to me. They're like, blah, 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 blah. Surgery, 3 holes, blah, 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 blah. Recovery, 2 weeks to 1 month, blah, 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 blah. So, then I get put on the surgery table, and I simply fainted. Like, not gonna lie, guys, I've had 4 surgeries before, but I've never had that one, like that kind of surgery. I've never had, like, a life or death kind of surgery, so I was nervous. So I just fainted. And then I wake up, I'm already in the room, my parents are here, and they're like, hey, how you feeling? I'm like, I feel okay, but that's because I don't feel anything. Like, I'm not in pain or anything. First thing, I try to sit up. No chance, bro. No fucking chance. Because when you get that kind of operation, it's as if you don't have abs anymore. You can't stand up, you can't sit up, you can't do anything. You're just stuck in bed. And basically, because I wasn't feeling anything, I was still somehow able to like sit up after I tried a couple of attempts. The lady's like, okay, it's quite simple. All you have to do is drink water, eat food, go to the bathroom, and then you can go home. And she's like, that's it. That's all I need to do. So I'm like, challenge accepted, bitch. She's like, oh, you look like you're good to go. But if you feel like you need to stay one more night, you can stay. But I think you're fine. So I'm like, all right, bet, I'm going home. I'm in pain, and I'm just KO in bed, and I couldn't do anything. So I was just like, I literally spent a whole week and a half in bed doing nothing besides watching Netflix. And that's basically when it hit me that I was not gonna be able to record, because I was not allowed to like get excited or be energetic on my videos, or just like talk for a lot of time, because you guys know that when you talk, like your abs kind of contract themselves a little bit. Okay, hang on. This chick, sir, I feel like when I record videos, I cannot play properly. Okay. Audful imposter? What? People are so mean to me for no reason. As I was saying before, someone thought it would be funny to log on me. Which is not, by the way. I'm offended. Happens way too much. Okay. So, since I was in bed and I couldn't record anything, I decided that it was about time that I start a series that I really wanted to start, but I kind of forgot about it. But you guys probably saw it. It's the series called Hacked, or My Friends Hacked My Channel. And so far I have 2 videos up. And basically my, like, each episode is gonna be a new person that can do YouTube, obviously, like edit and everything, and it's a friend. And they can do whatever they want. It's their content, it's their editing, everything. And then they make their thumbnail as well. And they just upload it, and that's it. Excuse me. Aw, Rose. You're so mean. Go back to Titanic, bro. Lol horror. I can't speak. I can't speak. What? Woman? Stop it. Stop. Please stop. I just want to tell my story. So, if you guys would be interested in checking out that series, I really think you should. It's a good series. My friends, Excalibur and Drew, started it pretty strong. And yeah, we're gonna see who else we can get to be in this series. But don't worry guys, now I'm doing a lot better. Recording was nice. And I did struggle a little bit with school because I had 2 tickets saying 2 tickets from my surgeon saying I was fine to not do the exams, and college was like, alright then, you won't graduate. And I was like, what? So I had to really push myself to get out of bed. And I was basically walking like the hunchback of Notre Dame. It was quite funny, if you can get that image. But everything's good. I did all my exams and I passed. And I can now proudly say that I have graduated from college. Easy. And with that being said, I will be also able to record videos now. I will be able to stream. Probably not this week though, because it's gonna be Christmas. And that is also one thing that I wanted to wish to you guys. So I hope that you will all have a Merry Christmas with your families, despite the situation that is going on right now. I hope everyone's doing fine. I wish you all health, a lot of health. But if a single one of you wishes me health, because I swear each year people wish me wealth, not wealth, but health, and it doesn't work out. So please go away. Sir, you're in the middle of my Christmas speech, okay? You're like ruining it. You're like the Grinch. You're even all in green, bro. He's probably green of envy. Anyways, so as I was saying, I wish you all health. Do not wish me health, because every time someone wishes me health, I end up almost dying by an illness or whatever. So please don't do that. But yeah, that's basically it for the video. So that will be all for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the videos, and thank you all for all the wish you well messages. I'm doing a lot better, as I have previously said, and I am looking forward to making new videos and streaming and vibing with you guys again. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Love you. Mwah!